We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play, Watson to the air. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 22. To the air on first down with Pickett. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season. Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play.
This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson right back to Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments.
And it'll be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Touchdown! Calvin Austin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The end result, 21 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. Now off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after Pickett lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, part of it went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. The York on now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And some room to work. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Pickett now on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Snell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw, Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Harris, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Watson now to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
And it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Watson on third down.
Got a man, and Schwartz complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass in his first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Pickett to throw on first down.
Austin's got it left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers have regained the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right now.
Hey, you did it on you did it on me on the kick on the field goal. I had to get you back.
To see the present, maybe the and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big time moves for this team.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's hard to believe with all of his production that Amari Cooper keeps changing teams, but no matter where he goes, he just continues to produce. 3 years in Oakland, traded. 3 years in Dallas, traded again, this time to the Cleveland Browns. And now with the Browns here, he produces a first down, coming off a career-best 8 touchdowns in 2021.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give to Harris. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Grant. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And there he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd and 15 now. Pickett. This is Miller. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Pickett.
Caught on the slant. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get on the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 52 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. Pickens on the slant, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he comes back with one complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens from 6 yards away.
You were.
The Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Devin Bush, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll try to run with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That is pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Pickett.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Watson.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Watson.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Third and long for Pickett.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
77 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a 1st down as well.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good,
Good stuff, man.
He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.